Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Dr. Norma Reyes and I'm a career and life coach. All right guys, today we are talking about optimism and how to be more optimistic in your life. And I bet you haven't heard these before. So let's get started. Whew. Sorry guys, I just had a workout earlier and I'm feeling like the heat, the residual after burn of calories, so my face keeps getting hot, especially with my hair down. Anyway, I will continue on, but I just need to apologize and get that out of the way in case I sound out of breath or maybe just, I don't know, red in the face. So, but in that is a way to boost your mood and be more optimistic. And I'll start there. So, working out for me has always been kind of something I enjoy doing. I didn't grow up in a home where fitness was pushed upon me or anything. I don't even think my parents ever did anything active that I can think of. But once I started being active in middle school and then high school and in college, I kept up with it. And it would wane, depending on what was going on in my life. But something that I've always loved to do, and my mom loves to do, is dancing. Oh my gosh, I love dancing so much. Ooh, excuse me. Sorry, guys. Oh, my goodness. Whatever. So I love dancing, and I don't do it nearly as much as in like going out to go dancing. And of course, now we can't. But one of my friends posted on YouTube a link to the fitness marshal. So if you haven't seen him yet, you're missing out, just like I've been missing out in my life with this guy. Pretty much it's just like a dance cardio workout, and it is just so freaking awesome. It's his energy, it's great, and I loved it. And so more about fitness. In I am the kind of person that I like to do like the same things. Like I might do Zumba for like 6 months, or I might do running for 6 months, or I might do weightlifting, and sometimes what we do is like we get so stuck and fixated on doing this one thing, this one program, and then we start to judge these other things like, oh, you do Zumba, like that's not real fitness, or oh, you do weightlifting, ew, gross. So we do these things to separate ourselves from each other, to either make ourselves feel better or make someone else feel bad for what they're doing and their choices. But really, like when we do that, we're closing all these doors, all these other opportunities for us to get back to a healthy state, right? So for example, if you loved going to the gym and now you don't have anywhere to go, it's easy to be like, well, now I can't work out, I can't do weightlifting anymore, or I don't have a treadmill to go running, or I can't go outside because I can't run. Doesn't mean you can't run in place, doesn't mean you can't find something new to do, doesn't mean that you should just limit yourself. There's endless fitness opportunities, and you may find that you like something else a whole lot better. But I say all that to say, like, make sure to just sprinkle it around, try different things and go with it. I know how it is to just like stick with something, but you'll find that your body will react better. Like if you're trying to lose weight or become more lean or tone, your body will actually function a lot better or shed a lot weight faster when you're mixing it up, because then you are keeping it guessing. A lot of times we plateau in our fitness goals because of that. So anyway, not to go into much into fitness stuff because that's not what this channel is about. This channel is about career and development and life coaching, but really that's one way to be open and optimistic about your options, right? Remember, if we fixate or focus on one type of thing for any aspect of our life, whether it be health, fitness, employment, then we begin to lose to see sight of all the other different opportunities that might be a better fit for us, but we don't know. So explore, be curious, try something out. Try it out for 5 minutes. You'll know whether you like it or not. And then if you don't like it, don't give up. go find something else. Find a different hip hop dance person or find a different yoga person. Everything out there is not always for you. You know, not everyone's going to like the same thing. That's why you got to try and explore different stuff. So that's one way. Next way is making sure you get up and you get dressed and you make yourself look beautiful, because you will feel like you look. So if you're getting up and you're dressed in pajamas all day long, your hair's a mess, you don't put on any makeup or anything, and I do have to say a disclaimer, all I put on is lipstick. I don't put anything else on, but if you like to put the whole face thing on or no makeup at all, whatever makes you feel good, do that. You know, whatever you would do normally when you're gonna go on a nice, sexy date, right? Because, you know, when we feel good on the outside, then we start feeling even better on the inside. And I don't mean this as you need to look good for others. You need to look good for yourself. You know, when you look in the mirror, are you excited to see your reflection? Are you like, girl, you looking fly today? Or are you looking at yourself? Or are you trying to avoid looking at yourself? You know, and we've all been there. I've been there. And it you know, being at that place where you don't even want to catch your reflection is an ugly place to be. But take that, you know, look at yourself and be honest with yourself and ask yourself, what do you need to do? What do you need to change to start feeling better about yourself and really doing it, you know, going and doing what it is that you need to do. Because no one is going to do that for you except for yourself, right? And so today I worked out, I did something different than I normally do, and then I got dressed, and I'm gonna put a little picture here so you guys can see. I'm wearing a dress. I put on these wedge little flip-flop things, and I'm just gonna make sure that I'm looking good every single day, that I feel good, whatever it is that makes me feel good. Because if I don't feel good on the outside, then I'm not gonna feel good on the inside. And again, this is not about vanity. This is not about trying to look good for others. This is really about being a whole person that feels good, right? And if you feel good about yourself, then you start radiating this positive energy. And by radiating this positive energy, then you know, attract more positive energy around you. You know, if you have a negative attitude and you have a negative exterior around you, you know, you're just feeling blah. It doesn't matter if you are dressed to the nines, you know, looking fly as heck, but you still have that negative feeling inside of you, you're still going to attract negativity, right? Money does not make you positive, and being poor doesn't make you negative. You make yourself that way, whether it be, you know, you're thinking about all the bad things happening in the world, whether you're thinking about how life is unfair, that is all up to you, and you decide what it is that you want, and you have to change it. You just have to change your mindset. You have to want to do that. If you do not choose to do that, that is perfectly fine. Just remember that it is your choice and you are actively choosing that. As much as it doesn't feel like it or seem like it, it's easier to blame other people for how you feel versus taking responsibility of it. Now, I don't really remember when I started to consciously think these thoughts or know these thoughts, but it just happened, and now I'm at a place where I am okay, so sorry guys, I totally got interrupted. But I was saying that I don't really remember when I started being more optimistic, and really, I don't I don't know. I do know that I used to journal a lot and reflect a lot about my feelings when I was a kid, and I mean like a lot about everything that happened. I almost did it daily. And then sometimes every once in a while I would go back and I would read my stuff, and then I would laugh at myself about how silly I was in those times, in those moments when it felt like the world was going to end. So maybe in that I was doing my own type of like self therapy without knowing that I had. And so then, and I did that in college, somewhat, not as consistent as I did when I was a kid. And then now I do some bullet journaling, which I love. But, and then I remember some classes in psychology when I was taking a lot of psychology courses that talked about cognitive dissonance. And then I came across choice theory and reality therapy, and I absolutely love them because they talk about us having a choice in our what we do and what we are creating in our lives. And if you want to learn more about that, that is William Glasser, and I'll link some books at the bottom. Some really good books to read if you're interested in that. And then the last way to begin to be more optimistic is by meditating. This may seem a little odd as a way of how to be more optimistic in your life, but by taking time to just focus on the here and now and less on everything else that's going on in the world on the outside and more internal reflection, then we can become more in tune with ourselves, with our higher selves and our spirits, and really, really, really just taking that time to really process how we're feeling and what we can do to improve to feel better. So those are 3 ways to be more optimistic. If you try any of these, I would love to hear what your feedback, comments are. And then I would love to hear what are some ways that you practice on becoming more optimistic in your life. Thanks for watching, guys.